Okay, here it is, October 7th, 2017, and I'm here at Warrenton Air Park. I'm with Brian Osborne. This video is intended for my family who doesn't really know much about powered paragliding. I've laid out the wing. Takes a while. I skipped through all the hooking up. And Brian is setting up his wing off on the field. Here I start my engine, and I'm just checking my lines, checking my brake lines, make sure I've got everything in the right hands, making sure everything's clear. Here I'm going to rev up the engine a little bit, leaning forward so it doesn't blow on the wing. Okay, engine is running good. Look, and I'm checking the wind telltales again to make sure it's alright. I inch forward a little bit and I'm checking my lines to where they're just taut. And then of course you just have to go for it. You run, you check your wing is over your head, and I could see it in my own shadow, and you hit the throttle and give it a little bit of brake, which gives it some lift, and you're up there. So my camera was fogging over, so I skipped through that section of the video. And here it is. It's, according to that clock, it's 7:58 in the morning. I think it was actually earlier. I thought it was 7:30 when I took off. Anyway, it's just after sunrise. There's Warrenton Air Park. Beautiful Northern Virginia. Checking out my wing. It's funny, there was absolutely zero wind on the ground, but as soon as I got up here, I'm moving sideways about 20 miles per hour. And when I turn my wing into it, I can just sit there for 1 minute. It's not captured on this video very well, but I'm going 0 ground speed when I'm into that wind. I'm just sitting in one place in the sky, and if I hit the throttle, I gain altitude, and if I let off on the throttle, I just drop altitude. Here I'm doing a little bit of testing. I'm just seeing how far I have to pull these brake toggles in different trim configurations for the wing to actually start to turn me. Anyway, just a beautiful Saturday morning in October, early October. Leaves haven't really started to change much yet. Here I'm waiting for Brian to come up and join me, because with this sideways north going wind blowing me sideways, it's a little bit spooky for me. This is only my 6th flight. So I tend to want to stay over the airport and with other pilots. Now, those of you who don't know about powered paragliding, you don't hit the engine to gain speed. The engine only gives you altitude, and so when I'm starting to get low in my glide, I hit the engine. That changes the angle of attack of the glider, and it points it upward and lets you gain altitude. But you're always pretty much flying the same speed no matter what you do. Sorry my video is so jumpy. I have a really cheap GoPro clone. Oh, there's Brian. I see him down there. Coming up to join me. Oh, nope. He didn't come to join me. He told me later he had his trims set wrong, where one trim was set different than the other, and his wing would fall over sideways on his launch. He eventually got up there. My camera battery runs out though, so I don't have any video of him flying with me. So this is about the end of the video. It's just a beautiful October morning in Northern Virginia. When I first launched, I thought I saw a hot air balloon off in the distance, but that would have been absolutely crazy for a hot air balloon to go up in this. The wind speed was really strong up at altitude. You can see a full moon off in the distance though. Okay, that's all folks. Hope you enjoyed. Alright, bye.